Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. This is Bar Talk with Ola and my name is Mujela Olua, your favorite Nigerian lawyer in the building. Yeah, it's been a while since I said that. That used to be my earliest intro when I first started this channel. I hope that you take time to look through my videos and watch, a number of them to appreciate fully what I do on this channel and how far I have come. If you're just tuning in, this channel is the means by which I chronicle my law practice experience as a Nigerian lawyer and share, legal information. I propagate legal education on this channel with the hope that the layman, the lawyer, and the law student can always come here and get something edifying, something educating, informing them, and as well entertaining them. That's what the channel is for. And I think this is the 43rd or 44th video on the channel. Legal practice, legal DIYs, and legal education in general. I hope that you would subscribe, and if you're a returning viewer, I hope you're already subscribed. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, and please give the video a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed what you found on the channel and in this video in particular. Today I want to talk about my e-lawyering experience. Before I go on, I want to make a shout out to my law school lecturer, Mr. Ibrahim Sule. That man is the most digital or digitalized lawyer that I have ever met. He's on about digitalizing all aspects of his legal practice. I've seen him talk about it so passionately, and I've seen him practice it, and I've seen him, teach others how to do so. He has taught me, and he has taught a host of other people, even while we were back at law school, and especially last year, we co-organized a program. It was his program, but I helped out with getting people together, my former classmates together, to have that virtual program last year during the lockdown, a program targeted at educating lawyers on digitalizing the legal space. And it's a very, 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 very useful program. He gave us his teaching materials, which is something that I found very useful going back to it. I hope that I would even use it much more than I've used it already. But I decided to start this year by using an e-diary, and that's what I want to tell you about in this video, my e-diary experience. So now in my department where I work amongst my team, I'm like the digital lawyer. Yes, the judge said it, and I'm just going to play that for you in case you think that I am self-adulating.
Why is just so yes, guess what is now? If you are doing it now, when are you going to come back? Thank you. Maybe they have received the other, they have received the other person who will not understand you back. Yes, that's like what it is. 19th day of
19th April. My lord, 19th is okay for me, sir. 19/4.
You do have a copy of a diary.
As a copy. 20th is better. 20th is better. We have told my lawyer. Okay. Yeah, there you have it. The judge thinks I'm a digital lawyer, and so I'm a digital lawyer. Why? Because I'm using an e-diary. This legal year 2021, I have taken to being on my phone in court using my e-diary. So if you see me pressing my phone in court, do not judge me. I might just be updating my diary. So what's an e-diary? An e-diary is just an electronic diary. I use a free one called Day One. I downloaded it free on Play Store, and that's what I've been using. There are a host of others, but I found out that when I downloaded a few, I did not really understand how to work it. Some had to be paid for and all of that, but I just wanted to use a free one for trial, and that's what I'll advise you to do. The Day One app can also be upgraded. You could upgrade to premium, but for now I'm using the basic plan, and it's very, very versatile and useful. And I'm going to be showing you how you can use your e-diary, but let me share my experience first. So this particular day, from what I played earlier, the judge, must have noticed that I was always pressing my phone. Even when I went with my superiors, there were times when they would ask me to check my own diary for the proper updates, because I was always updating it pronto, like on the spot. When the court pronounces the adjournment, I update it. So most times, because we're doing a lot of writing at the same time, the other person might not get the adjournment. Whatsoever the case, my diary almost always turns out to be the most updated. So they would say, oh, check your e-diary for us. If, for example, they have forgotten their physical diary or they have not been able to update it at that moment. So before I go now, I'd like to say that, as a lawyer, our diary is very important. If you're not a lawyer and you're wondering why I'm going on and on about a diary, a lawyer knows that a diary is one of our most important tools of trade. It's important. It's the means by which we document our movement, our workings, how we plan our itinerary for the year. It's very important. We document our adjournments, our meetings, our notifications and things that we have to do in our diary as a lawyer. And it's very important because it helps us keep a tab on things, and it helps us, to monitor our progress and prepare ahead for court days. Sometimes you notice that if you're a lawyer and you missed updating your diary for an adjournment, you might just completely forget about the court sitting, and that's not healthy. So it's very important to have a diary as a lawyer. But I've always advocated that, most times playfully, but of course seriously too, that we need to go paperless. I always tell my colleagues when we keep using paper that that we are contributing to ozone layer depletion by this deforestation in the name of being so paperful. So I'm in full support of the paperless movement, and one of the ways by which you can join the movement or support it as lawyers, to contribute to making this world very habitable for us by reducing the ozone layer depletion is by going paperless and by using electronic tools for our trade. And one of those tools that I found and that I am already using, which I want to tell you about, is the e-diary. Like I've said, you can download it for free on Play Store. I use Day One for now. I'm not advertising for Day One. Please, this is not a product advertisement, but I'm telling you what I've used and what has worked for me so far. So how does it work? You put it on your phone and make sure that my phone is almost always charged, so I always have power on my phone. You know that if you're a Nigerian lawyer, you might be worried about power, because power is a general problem, a general source of worry for Nigerians, not even lawyers, for all businessmen and women in Nigeria. So you have to be sure that you're always with your phone and you always have power on your phone if you want to use an e-diary. I have that going on for me, so using an e-diary is very, very easy for me. So I take it to court. As soon as the court is pronouncing the adjournment, I'm putting it on my phone. I'm not waiting till, when I get to the office or maybe on the way, because I might forget. So I'm putting, and that's what happens with even physical diaries sometimes. So I put it on my phone and I save it. I will show you how to do that with the Day One app shortly. After I have done that, what the diary does is that it reminds me of the entries for each day. And this is very helpful because I remember there was a day that we weren't going to court during the court strike, and we had this ADR meeting that had been fixed for that day. We were on another official assignment. Everyone had forgotten about the ADR meeting. It was a high-profile case, and I remember that morning before I left my house, the diary notified me that, we have this case today. So I just got to where we went for the official assignment. I notified my superior that, we have this meeting, and she had forgotten, and so we were able to quickly navigate that and say, let's call them and tell them we have an official meeting, and so that they won't bother to come and we won't waste everyone's time, because some people had to travel down for the meeting, and that's how we saved the day. I'm saying this because at that point in time, the official outing had started days earlier, so it was impossible for us to be going about with our diary, and more so, we had not gone to court for almost 2 months, so it was understandable that we were not with our diary, our physical diaries at that point, and so the e-diary came to the rescue. So another usefulness of this diary is that you don't have to buy a physical diary. I don't have a hard copy. Why do I keep calling it physical diary? Hard copy diary. I do not have a hard copy diary this year at all. So it saves you a few bucks. I know that you can get a good diary for almost under 1,000 naira. That's about $2. But even those $2 can go to better use if you do not have to buy a hard copy diary. That does not mean that using an e-diary is completely free and without expenses. Of course, you have to have power on your phone and all of that. And if you're using the basic plan, you don't even need to pay for premium. It's when you're using the premium plan or a much more upgraded plan that you have to pay. So it might place some other demands on you, but money is almost not a demand placed on you by an e-diary. That's another advantage. Another advantage is that you can check your diary on the go, and you can prepare for things that you have to do days, weeks, ahead of time. So that's one other function of an e-diary. And of course, you can use it anywhere you are. I said it's on the go because it's on your mobile phone. It's very easy for you to check it at any time, use it at any time. For me, I would say that the most important function is that it has helped me update my diary so well that it has become a source or a point of reference in my team that they would almost always ask that check the e-diary for us. E-diary, e-lawyer, digital lawyer, check the e-diary for us. What does it say? I think it's very important. It's just one of those many things that a lawyer can use. And the good thing is that it synchronizes your diary with a calendar. So if, for example, you were using the premium plan and you had synced it with your devices, even if you forget your phone at home, if you were to maybe open another device, a tablet or your iPad or whatsoever, somewhere else, you would be able to get an update of the cases that are before you. I'm using cases because I mostly use it to document litigation information. So it just helps you a lot. So what do? When the adjournment is pronounced, I write it down, the case A versus B, and I write down what it is for hearing, for trial, for filing of written address, whatsoever it's for. I put it there, and then of course you can put the court there. I don't put it in most cases, but I put it in the demo I'm going to show you. I don't put it in most cases because I'm always in the same courts. But I put it in the demo so that it can help you, and you can put several other details as much as you need. It even has allowances for you to upload pictures if you would do that. It allows you to tag your entries by location, and it notifies you ahead of time, like it notifies you in the morning of the entries for the day, so that you can get all your files, and so you don't have to worry about forgetting files because you didn't put something in your hard copy diary. That's another important and benefit of an e-diary. So it's very versatile, and you can use it for different purposes, but that's the purpose for which I've used it and which has really worked for me. It's just so reassuring. Sometimes you could forget an hard copy diary and it's no fault of yours, but forgetting an e-diary is almost impossible because you're always with your mobile phone. And of course, it doesn't make noise, it doesn't make sounds, so you can use it in court. I use it in court, it doesn't make noise. I've not fallen into contempt of court because I've been using my e-diary. Of course, there was a day that the judge, after he had said, oh, you're a digital lawyer, then he now said again that, oh, why don't you have a physical diary, an hard copy diary? Why are you always pressing your phone? Okay, continue. Something like that. I'll play it for you at the end. But, he just observed that I was always pressing my phone when it came to adjournment, picking dates and all of that. So that's what the e-diary has been doing for me. It's been a very, very wonderful experience. I want to thank Mr. Ibrahim Sule for bringing that idea my way. He talked about so many other things that you can use, so many other digital tools that you can use as a lawyer in that webinar that he did for us last year. We are still running the group, and I hope that he can, organize some more talks and webinars for us, train us more on digitalizing our legal practice. It's not just about using an e-diary. That's not what makes you a digital lawyer. I think that what makes you a digital lawyer is how much of the digital tools at your disposal you're able to use, to maximize your legal practice experience and, to expand the frontiers of your practice and, make more gain, more profit, retain clients and, provide solutions to clients' needs, and the e-diary is one of those tools that does that for you, because it helps you not to even forget your clients. So you're able, when you get the notification or when you check it on the go, you're able to call clients, call witnesses in the matter, and tell them, oh, the case is so, please come. There's no issue of, oh, I'm not in the office, I can't really tell what's going on, or I forgot my diary at home and all of that. It just helps you, it keeps you updated per second, because your phone, your mobile phone, is always with you. So that's what the e-diary does for you. I hope you download an e-diary. You can download day one if you like it. If you don't, this is not a product endorsement, so please go ahead and download the one that works for you. And you could even use the premium plan upgrade and see, you know, the many more benefits that you can get from it. But it's made my life so easy, and I think that it can make yours even easier too, if you would start your digital law practice journey by adopting the e-diary. Let's go paperless, one digital tool at a time. Download an e-diary today. Become a digital lawyer like Mujela Oluwa. I will see you in my very next video. Toodles.
That is no point.
Digital lawyer. Why can't you be there? You only look at your phone.
My lord, it's an e-diary, my lord.
Continue using that one.
I'll copy.
That's it. That's it.